picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. And the Mustangs kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. And here's a guy who's going to have to make some plays at wide receiver in this one. He'll try to get his senior season off on the right foot and become one of the top pass catchers in the land. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Madden. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season.
So, deep shot for the end zone. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the tackle is made on the return, but a penalty flag has flown, and I think they may be backing it up a bit. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul, that really could set them up for success this season. Got a little grass. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man on the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Punts it out of the air. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Handoff from the gun. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Harris. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Coffee. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU!
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Zings it complete to the right. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. Right on the money. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Nice move to keep running. Might have a chance. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on 1st down. The short hands, it's Proctor. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
That really good coverage by the defender. You could tell started to get towards his wide receiver, towards the sideline, saw the ball, made a nice catch, but he didn't get a toe down. Just a little bit out of bounds, so close to being an interception.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Stepping to the right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Just keep slinging it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Soft spot in the middle. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the catch. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Boy, oh boy, this defense is making the sledding rough down here deep in the red zone. That play's going backward.
They really are playing with a sense of urgency, aren't they? It's with their backs against the wall. You're seeing tremendous tenacity out of this defensive unit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going for 6. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big
Welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Smu Mustangs. A big storyline coming into this game. One of these teams missing its starting quarterback. For more on that, we check in with Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. They are without their star quarterback, but they have a ton of belief in the backup. Even though he's not highly recruited, he has been here in the system. He could have transferred last year and left this program, but because he stayed, he's got a lot of trust and faith with his teammates. They're going to do everything possible to make sure he gets off to a good start, and they have his back early in this game. Back to you.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Finds his man. It's Coffee. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
The Mustangs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rounding to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Mustangs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown!
wheels for the QB. You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aggies offense takes the field for the first time in this game. There's the guy we believe is going to be a workhorse in this one. He is the guy they believe is the missing piece in this running attack. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Hill. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And back to the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith takes the handoff. Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Going with the ground game left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They try to pop a run on the draw. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's got it again. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How do I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Off the play fake on first down. What a grab with one hand. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, and then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Bring in the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Wants to fire on second down. Looking for a deep man. Makes the catch down the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. Just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Takes the easy completion. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
SMU spends his second time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. To the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying him out there.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Louisville, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with Coach Elko coming out of the locker room at the half. First game of the season, as you know, there's a lot of nerves, a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, but this team knows they can be better in the second half. He said he told his team in the locker room, we've got to clean up our mistakes and our missed assignments. We want to set the tone for what kind of team we'll be this season, and that all starts right now. Back to you.
All right, Holly. To the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. DBs locked up tight on the receivers. And the Aggies come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Smith's got it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Mustangs are flying down the field. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gets it out quickly.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Handoff to the lone back. There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Mustang! It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it.
What a great job by the defense here, playing with the lead, knowing the opponent needs a tough
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking to throw on first down. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. Made the They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have
Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. One of the great things about the early part of the season, high-profile non-conference games, and that's what we have for you on EA Sports College Football. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the ball first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He had an electric day last time out, throwing for more than 400 yards while completing better than 70% of his passes. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Fires quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. So the SMU Mustangs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
Hey, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, and the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. But that is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental Simon errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback. Affect him. Get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll start this drive going to the air. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first.
Quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Touchdown, SMU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The hand to the running back. Here's a little room there. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Coffee. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They want to run it left here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Might be changing the route.
Illegal. Check. Replace. Now, right on the end.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Out of the gun, the give to the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eaton. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The give to the lone running back. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Under fire. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Looking to pass inside the red zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Absolutely perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down in the clock. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. It's Proctor. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page.
Snags it, and there's running room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Give him... The Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And down he goes the defense bringing the heat.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throwing right. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt will hit. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Got room at the 35. There he goes. At the 20. Into the end zone. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Gives them a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Got 6 on 1st down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. There's some room. Inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them.
defense.